What is up guys, it's your boy King Shibbi and welcome back to Shingle Gaming. Today we are diving into the latest and greatest update for the Attack on Titan's Revolution. That's right, update 2.5 is here and it's bringing some serious heat alongside the holiday cheer. We have got the Christmas event, a Fritz rework, Thunderspears madness and so much more. So grab your ODM gear and let's jump right into it. First up, let's talk about the Christmas event. The devs have really gone all out this year. The new Christmas themed 2D and 3D lobbies looks absolutely stunning, setting the perfect holiday vibe, but the fun doesn't stop there. Introducing Winter Tokens, a new event currency you can earn by slaying special titans with festive hats. Elf hat titans have a 1 in a 5 chance to spawn and drop a total of 1 winter token. Santa hat titans, which are much rarer, has a chance of 1 in a 50 chance to spawn, but they drop 10 winter tokens. And if grinding isn't your style, you can also purchase these tokens using Robux. And if grinding isn't your style, you can also purchase these tokens using Robux. Now, what can you do with these tokens? Head over to the new market and snag exclusive cosmetics like the Grumpy Armored Titan skin, Santa and the Elf hats and more. Plus there's Christmas crate with an 11.11 chance for each and every cosmetic. My personal favorite is the candy cane blades. So let me know down in the comments which one you're going for. So now we have also gotten a much more HD version of these items that is provided to us by the one and only AOTR devs, and we also know what these things actually are. So let's check them out one by one. So first we have is the candy cane blades that exactly look like the candy cane. Then the second up comes with the Christmas gear. I was not able to tell what was in the first video I uploaded, but now at least we know that we are getting Christmas gear skins for the Christmas, as well as the Christmas sheath in the third one. And then we have the cookie. The fourth one comes in with the gingerbread blades. So this looks amazingly weird, and I'm really looking forward to try these skins out. And then we have the hot chocolate mug. Then we have the pointy candy cane blades, which are a little bit different than the normal candy cane blades, but a little bit more pointy and a little bit more prickly. Then we have the Santa sack, and the final, the snowman head. There's not going to be too much difference. I mean, we also kind of did ran over through these skins, what they're going to do. Like Santa bag is going to be going on your back, snowman head is going to be going on your head, but now at least we know that the candy canes are going to be the blades, and we also are getting the Christmas themed sheath as well as the gear. Now, if you're looking forward for a challenge, the Armored Titan raid is where it's at. The epic encounter has 2 phases just like the Errand raid. The phase 1, you have to attack the weak points to expose the nape and bring the Armored Titan's HP down to 50%. Then you move on to the phase 2, where the Titan is already weakened, all parts of its body becomes vulnerable. So go all out and take it down, and as soon as you get the 5.1%, then you can open both of these chests and claim your amazing rewards. Completing this raid can net you some amazing loot like scars, a mythical artifact, a rifle legendary artifact, and a backpack which is an epic artifact. And let's not forget the raid exclusive cosmetics, including the young Rhinos outfit and the Marlian band. And finally, the wait is over. Fritz showcase is finally here. Now we can see what it actually going to look like. So first of all, Fritz have gone under lots of changes and has been going through a lot of changes since like last few months. Now finally the wait is complete, and now we can see what it actually has. As soon as we open the video, we see that the Fritz does not have an damage section or skill point section anymore. Now it can equip both defense perk as well as one more support perk. So like you can probably get both of these at the very same time. Also, the stuff has been changed, a little bit more of skills have been changed. Then we have the Founder's Will. unleash a deafening roar that echoes throughout the path, empowering all the subjects of the image stats by 15% for 10 seconds. So the founders will, what it's going to do is, as if you have the Titan equipped and you also have the Fritz family, you will be able to scream and make your Titans which are around you be controlled by you for some for like 10 seconds and have like increased stats by 15%. So more like a kind of like a Reyes family, which I still have to use because I have never unlocked the Reyes or the Fritz family just yet. For humans and shifters, they're going to yeah, keep on attacking as usual. Oh my god, whoever this ODM guy is super amazing, by the way. And this frames looks, oh my god, super good. Like, look at these frames. Like, abilities are good. There's, as you can see, there's like boost going on. There's a second ability as well for the Fritz. Still unknown what they do. Probably like increase your damage or like increase your speed, just like the rage mode. Could be somewhere around that. We will have to see what they actually do. So there we go. Chaos is what we see. Create a powerful lightning ball above your head, granting a 13% awakening bar gain before exploding and instantly eliminating up to 9 nearby Titans. So this is just overpowered at this point in time, because you're going to be fast, gaining awakening bar fast, and also eliminating 9 Titans when you blow up. Is that gonna kill you? Probably not. Hopefully not. And the frames on this also looks good. And look at that, all the Titans above you just go down in just a second. Only 1 Titan left. Oh my god, that is broken. That is absolutely broken. Then comes the Founder's Vengeance. On the verge of death, harness the power of the past to rebuild your body, restoring your resources and granting you the strength to shift once more, embrace a second chance at life. So just like the Jaeger family, the Founder Vengeance is a little bit much more better, but similarly you get extra life, you get extra paths, and maybe like you get to shift once more. Extra shifting, which is pretty good. As soon as you die, you can see that, yeah, you died. So you're gonna get revived back again. Let's go. Just like, oh my god. Also, you probably might be able to shift again. So that is amazing. Also, it says Tatakai, which is a really good soundboard, I think. Like, wow. Okay, this might, I think Fritz might be a little bit better, but I think that removing the skill tree for the defense perk slot or the attack perk slot in this way is, I think, a little bit nerfing it a little bit, because it would have been better if we didn't get a support slot but got the defense and the attack perk slot. That would have made Fritz way better, but we will have to see, because it still looks pretty good in my opinion. I wouldn't complain too much. Then we have the 3 different skills, which differs from even Shiki, Jaeger, or even the Reyes itself. Yeah, I mean, the similarities are there, but it's a little bit different, has a little bit of a power, have different cutscenes, have different iframes. So it's pretty amazing in my opinion. So that's all you need to know about the Fritz rework showcase. Okay, now going over into more details about the Fritz rework. So as you can see, as soon as you get Fritz, if you have the Fritz family unlocked, you will unlock new family exclusive shifter skills. You will be able to have a 20% shifter stats, 15% crit chance as well as damage, 10% extra damage in raids, which is 10% less than that of Shiki, but you will be gaining 10% more gems, have 10% more damage normally as well. Even in the missions, you will be getting extra damage, which is not included in the Shiki or even Ackerman at this point in time. But your skill cooldown reduction is 10% as well. Also, you gain 10% awakening bar faster. Also, you are getting more gold, more XP at the very same time for all your party members. So this is super good. With extra 3 skills, which is the Founder Vengeance, which we checked out just a second ago, Founder's Will, and the Chaos stuff as well. So Fritz rework, I think, is going to be super good and is going to come out much better than we expected. Of course, yeah, there's a little bit of a nerf in as well, but I think it's still really good enough because it's providing lots and lots of stuff in multiple sections. So of course, I think Fritz is still kind of broken and is going to be amazing to use when raiding or even doing missions alone. Now let's talk about one of the most exciting additions, Thunderspears. These bad boys are unlocked through a series of quests in a different skirmish objectives. Now look at the obtainment method. Of course, you need to be Prestige 1 Plus to be able to obtain the Thunderspears. There's going to be different kinds of quests. So you have to collect Thunderspear handle, you have to collect Thunderspear thrusters, as well as the Thunderspear bases. And where can you get these in the first place? You have to create 3 watchtowers in the outskirts skirmish objective, which is a simple one. You don't have to change anything. You just have to go into the outskirts, create 3 watchtowers, and you will be able to collect the Thunderspear handle. And then if you go into the escort 1 host carriage in outskirts, you will be able to collect another handle. I have no idea how many of these handles you have to collect. I think you only have to collect like one of these handle. So like if you do one of these quests, I think you should be able to at least create one of the handles. So if you create 3 watchtowers, escort 1 of the hosts, you probably should have the handle completed. Then moving on to the thrusters, you only have to collect 3 ice burst stones in Utgard. This is, I think, is going to be pretty difficult because nobody actually plays Utgard. But for the 3 ice bursts, I think I could play a little few to complete my thrusters. Then moving on to the Thunderspear base, you have to retrieve 3 missing supply crates in Giant Forest. So first of all, these missions are not easy to find. These missions are going to take time, so you have to definitely run through them, and it's going to be a little bit difficult to find these missing supplies and also defend these missing supplies in even the Giant Forest. And even the ice burst stones are going to be hard to find in the Utgard objective as well. So moving on to the skills, I think we have already checked out the skills from the last video, which I will link down in the description. But going through over them from the top, there you see that offense thunder skills are going to be Grass Blast, Flashbang, Hellfire Barrage, Meteoric Rain, Duo Shot, and Revolving Pierce. On the defensive side, we have the Homing Missile and the Combustive Counter. Only people who can get special skills are the Ackerman and Shiki. Fritz would not be able to get the Thunderspear special skills. The Thunder Barrage and the Lightning Bolt would be unlocked for the Ackerman and only Shiki players. Additional Thunderspear information that it has only a maximum skill cap, which can only hit up to like 3 by default. So it's going to be like you cannot kill too many titans at the very same time. There's a kill limit. So like if there's like 9 of these titans stacked up, you can only kill 3 by default. But if you increase your damage or use a different kind of skill, there's a chance you might kill more. The number on the left is the distance the player is away from being able to trigger the Thunderspear. We do not have any gameplay because the game is still under maintenance. So as soon as we get the gameplay, I think we will be much more into the game and be able to see like what the numbers are talking about. So in general, I think there's going to be a number on your left side of the screen where you can tell that the Thunderspear is how far away from the player. The more green it is, the closer is the player, and the more redder it gets, the further it is from the player. So if you leave the Thunderspear, I think from certain area, it's probably gonna blow off on its own. If you're too close, there's a chance you might get damaged by its own firepower. So just make sure that you guys don't do that. There is a setting to control whether you want to detonate the Thunderspears manually or automatically after unlocking the Scout Instincts. So of course, either you can blow these Thunderspears automatically or you can do that manually, because yeah, it's a feature now. So if people wants to like collect all of these titans or like connect all these titans with Thunderspears and blow them off in the Batman style, you can do that. But if you like me, you can just automatically delete them one by one and easily finish your mission or raids in that question. Thunderspears will automatically explode if it has been in the air for 5 seconds without hitting anything. So this is the automatic feature that they're talking about. So if your Thunderspears is in the air for 5+ seconds, it will automatically blow up. But if it has hit something, then it's going to blow up after 10 seconds. I think that's a pretty good time given. But again, it probably might be changed depending on people actually using it, because so far only testers have tested it. So we'll see how, because testers are usually better than normal average players at the game. So we'll have to see how many changes can be done. And I think might be many changes going to be done, because I think it's still pretty good. The player is 100 studs away from the Thunderspear, it's automatically going to blow the Thunderspears as well. So yeah, Thunderspears are going to be added, and all this stuff is going to be added as soon as the maintenance is over, and I'm looking forward to it. And also I'm going to be soloing these obtainment method to make sure that I get the Thunderspears first and foremost, so that I can flex these out to everyone out there in the AOTR channel. Now coming on to the Season 2 Battle Pass. So the current Battle Pass is the Season 2 Battle Pass, and that is going to have an extension. For 2 weeks, Season 2 Battle Pass will be reopened, and then now you can claim the Icarus equipment, which is in the premium section, and the Icarus gear for your tier 100 in the free section. This is the new cosmetics for the Thunderspears, and I think they would probably look amazing because they have already been leaked by somebody on their Discord channel. So we'll have to see how they actually look in the game as soon as they come out. Moving on from that, the new abnormal variants have been explained more into details. As you can see, the leader, the Titan showing glow yellow marks that buffs up nearby Titans by screaming, causes nearby Titans to become enhanced by 25% stat boost in walk speed, nape health, and damage. The enhancement from the leader variants is cancelled when the leader is killed. So as soon as you kill the leader, the enhancement that it did to the other Titans would have gone away. So it's recommended that you kill the leader first before you kill any of these Titans around him. Then we have the Rager, which I've already shown you guys, the red orange Titan marking guy, which will have like 100% stat buff in speed and ability to scream, which is ability to heal, I think. If it screams, it probably gives you, it's probably going to damage you as well, and probably going to heal itself. I think it's not going to heal because it's not listed here, but probably that screaming is going to damage you for sure. Then we have the Ducker Titan. This Titan does not have any cosmetic indicators at first sight, but as soon as you try to attack him, it is going to evade any nape attacks by rolling backwards, and can thrash wildly when attacked in front or the sides. So it's going to thrash on you if you try to attack it from the front or the sides, and if you try to go for the nape, it is going to try and evade. Then moving on to the Ice Burst. Ice Bursts are the things that you are going to have to collect to get the new Thunderspears. So what these Ice Bursts do, spawn exclusively in the Utgard map on hard plus difficulty, drops Ice Burst stones for Thunderspears quest. There we go, as mentioned by me in just a second ago. In order to defeat them, players must hit their nape 3 times in quick succession within 7.5 seconds after each hit, which causes an explosion, making their nape vulnerable. So I think this one is going to be decently hard in my opinion, because to hit them in under 7.5 seconds 3 times, then only you have a chance of dropping an Iceberg stone. I think it's going to be a little bit harder for non-ODM pros like me. So yeah, we'll have to see how that goes. Also, moving on to the new Thunderspear perks as well. There's maximum firepower, which is a body mythical perk, which gives spear speed increases by 20 to 40%. Then your spear count increases by 2 to 4. Then spears no longer have a recoil when being fired. So I think the base new Thunderspears are going to push you back, but now with these mythical perk, you will not be sent back or have any kind of recoil. Then moving on to the Everlasting Flame, another offensive mythical perk. I think these mythical perks are going to be provided to you in the raids for the Armored Titan. So yeah, these are going to be provided to you in there, and you have to get them by any means necessary, because if you're going to be using Thunderspears, you have to get the mythical perks. And they're definitely better, because they're increasing your speed, they're increasing your count. The count is very major because there's not too many Thunderspears that you will be getting, and there's not an easy way to reload them either. So of course these are going to be epic. And then moving on to the Munitions Master, which is a legendary support, which increases your spear count as well. So if you go from maximum firepower and Munition Master, you probably should have around 6 to 8 of these spears, and in like 1 slot available. As you can see, 2 support slots, and if you have a Fritz, you probably can have up to like 8 of these Thunder Spears easily. And even with the, I think, Everlasting Flame, which you're probably not going to use with the Fritz, there's no addition to the spear count for that. Now this Thunder Spears conversion stats for perks and the artifacts. So ODM damage is the Thunder Spear damage as well. ODM control is also Thunder Spear control. So pretty much everything that you have in the ODM section, basic ODM section, will going to be converted into the Thunderspear section as well. But the changes that are going to be different is the blade durability. So as you can see, blade durability is equal to 0.5x conversion chance. I have no idea what it means, but it probably means something fancy. ODM limb hit. So yeah, it is going to get like half the damage of the ODM according to this stat as shown here. Swing duration is a definite difference as well, because you cannot swing Thunderspears, but the blast radius is definitely dependent on the swing duration. Then the blade durability, I think is 0.5x conversion chance, something fancy, I don't know. Then moving on to the new Thunderspear memories can be rerolled after unlocking Thunderspears. Okay, this is important by the way. So if you guys don't have Thunderspears, you cannot get any of these memories. So note down that, get Thunderspears first, then try to get their memories. So the first one that we are getting is the after image, which is an offensive 4-star memory. It is going to give you spear explosions create a smaller explosion in their wake doing 30% damage. So yeah, any Thunderspear that you throw at the Titans are going to create smaller explosions that are going to do 30% damage of that bigger explosion. Then moving on, we have the Steel Frame, which is a defensive perk, which is a 3-star. All explosions deal 25% less self-damage and grant immunity to an explosion for 5 seconds. Okay, so as I said before, that these Thunderspears are definitely going to damage you as well. So now these explosions deal 25% less self-damage and grant immunity to any explosions for 5 seconds. So that's going to be one of the, I think, major ones. If you're too close to an explosion, you're definitely going to have immunity to that and are going to deal 25% less damage to yourself. Then we have the Marksman, another offensive perk, but this one is a 3-star. This going to increase your damage by 0.5% for each 5 meter traveled per spear. So maximum of 465. This is the, I think, the maximum you can send your spear to. As soon as it reaches 465 meters, then your damage is capped up at something. I'm not going to do any calculations because I'm too lazy to do that. But every 5 meter you travel with your spear, you will be able to gain 0.4% damage to that explosion, that is. Then moving on, we have the Surge Shot, which is again an offensive perk. Again, it's a 1-star, so it's going to be easy to get this one. So what it does is holding your spear M1 for longer increases the blast radius. I think there's gotta be a cap on this one as well, because if it's not, then I can probably hold M1 for years and years. But yeah, there's gonna be a cap to this one as well. A smaller radius or like decent amount of radius is going to be there. So do not think like, okay, I can hold M1 for like 30 minutes and blow whole map. That's not going to be possible. So holding M1 is just going to increase a little bit of a radius, and in the end just gonna kill more Titans if they're inside that radius. Also, a few of the new game passes are being added, which is the memory bag, which can what it can do is increase the maximum amount of memories that you can hold by 3. Default is 1 without the game pass. So like if you're not going to buy the game pass, you can hold extra 1 memory in your storage. With the memory bag, you can hold up to 3 and can exchange them, change them, or change your loadout whenever you want to. Then moving on, we have the auto sell. Automatically sell selected rarities for perks, artifacts that are obtained from crafting / missions / raids. So whenever you're out of these missions, raids, or trying to craft something, this auto sell would sell whatever you want to, as long as you have selected the settings for that. As long as you have that, you will be able to sell these stuff without any problems, and then convert those into gems. So like if it's a mythical artifact, you will be able to get 1500 gems automatically without deleting it on your own. Even if the perks are there, like if it's a common perk, you will get 1 gem each for all the common perks, because nobody actually uses the common perks. And even if you get them, you automatically delete them. Same for the I think the rare perks, which give about like 5 to 10 gems. Similarly for that. And if you're trying to craft as well, so let's just say if you're trying to craft Founder's Blessing and you try to use any other offensive perk, let's just say Kengo, you're trying to use Kengo to craft Founder's Blessing. As soon as you craft it and it's not a Founder's Blessing, you probably could delete it if the setting says to delete that certain perk that you're getting. Then moving on, we have some balancing issues as well. Talent over slash has been balanced a little bit. Skill command has been balanced a little bit. Start conversion chance to get Warbringer change in 25% damage. Okay, the Warbringer I think is the major one, because now you need 25% damage to be able to get the Warbringer achievement. So if you didn't have it already, it is going to be much more harder, because back then you could get the Warbringer achievement by doing 0% damage and 0 kills that uh, into that raid. But now you have to at least do 25% damage, which is going to be super hard if you suck at ODM like me. But I already have the Warbringer, so I'm chilling. I can probably get it again. I have practiced a little bit, so I can definitely carry some people if they want to. And the armor shard cost have been lowered to 24.99 only, which is the cost of gems. I would recommend to not buy these at any means necessary. Just go into those raids, armor titan raids, and you will be able to get armor shards easily, because they're only legendary rarity and they're going to be easily available. Some quality of life changes added, setting automatic detonation for spears, added 1 free memory storage, and battle pass 2 extension that lasts 2 weeks. So as I said before, battle pass 2 is going to be extended by 2 weeks. Some of the bug fixes are also there, which we're not going to cover. But the major thing that we have been waiting for is this miscellaneous changes. Now we can get the Onikiri spear gear and the Onikiri spear equipment. This is going to be available into the raids as well. No Titan spawns in raids after 15 minutes. This is nothing to be talked about. They added some follow rewards as well. But if you go into Onikiri raid, which you probably guys already know, if Eren has a skin on it, if it's look like a black and white Eren, then you have a chance, a 3% chance to get these special gears. Of course, Eren does not spawn every time, so there's like 10 to 19% chance it spawns. I'm not exactly sure what the chances are. I think it was 10% chance it spawns in a raid, and there's a 3% chance that raid would drop that equipment. In the aberrant section is only though. 3% chance in the aberrant, 0.9% chance in the severe, and 0.3% in the hard. Spawn rate I think is the same for all of these raids. 10% chance in hard, 10% chance in severe, and 10% in the aberrant. But the changes are in the drops. So I would recommend if you're trying to get these skins, definitely go for the aberrant one, because it has the highest amount of chances. So like 10x the 0.3% hard ones. So I would not recommend doing the hard, even though it's kind of faster. It's still not fast enough that it weighs over the aberrant ones. So that's all you need to know about, I think, the Christmas event or the Thunderspears, that everything is coming in the 2.5 update. And as soon as the update drops, I probably would go live. So do not forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below what you are most excited about, because I'm really excited to play this 2.5 update, and you guys can't even know how excited I am. So until then, I will see you guys later. Peace out. Good night. Have a lovely day. Have a lovely morning. Goodbye. Peace.